Full race cards and selections for every weekend and every day of major horse racing festivals are available on our website. Subscribe and press on the notification bell for our EULO selections. The first day of the Aintree Festival, where on Saturday the world's most famous steeplechase gets the attention of the whole nation. It's a terrific 3 days of national hunt racing, though plenty of rain has been falling over the Merseyside track in the early part of the week, which could give a boost to the ever-present Irish Raiders over the next 3 days. First blood, however, can go to the home team with Dan Skelton's Grey Dawning. He lines up here on a hat-trick after wins at Warwick and the Cheltenham Festival. At Warwick, Grey Dawning demolished the field on soft ground, going away by 14 lengths, before stepping smoothly up to Grade 1 level in the Turner's Novices Chase at Cheltenham. He was just too strong for the reopposing Ginny's Destiny on soft ground there, so the main threat here is from Willie Mullins's classy Iolete Tomp, who finished a fine third in the Arkle. Grey Dawning has only failed to complete once, when falling in the Sefton here last year, but is otherwise 8 wins from 12 starts, and hard to oppose. Next up, Carjays can score in the juvenile hurdle. Second to stablemate Madge Burra in the Triumph at the Cheltenham Festival, she should find track and ground conditions ideal for her second stab at Grade 1 honours. Sir Gino might start as favourite, but has to raise the foremast to get Nicky Henderson's 7 Barrows Yard out of the doldrums, while Caliph du Belay lines up for Paul Nicholls as the race is on for the British Trainers' Championship. As Dan Skelton sits this race out, Willie Mullins can score more valuable points if Carjays wins this. Later on, Cheltenham can continue to progress in the Red Rum Handicap Chase. One of the most progressive types this season, he can cope with this sharper trip and bring up the hat-trick. Unbeaten at Newbury Park in 3 visits, this masked marvel gelding acts on all ground, and if anything the amount of rain falling on the Merseyside track over the early part of the week will bring his stamina into play. Cheltenham still looks ahead of the handicapper, while stablemate Unexpected Party has an £8 hit for his win in the Grand Annual at Cheltenham, so it's Cheltenham to score. Elsewhere, It's on the Line can land the Fox Hunters, while Baby Kate can raise the Irish flag in the closer. Our Thursday nap goes to post in the third of the Grade 1s. The Aintree Bowl can go to Irish raider Jerry Colombe, winner of the Mildmay at last year's meeting. This time he takes on defending champion Shiskin, though his season has been a bit up and down with a refusal to race and an unseat spoiling the form book, until some redemption at Newbury Park when landing the Denman Chase in February. No appearance at Cheltenham for Shiskin, and with the ground sure to remain pretty deep, Ahoy Senior looks a bigger threat for the home side, while Corbett's Cross showed at Cheltenham that there's plenty of stamina in his young legs. Jerry Colombe to go one better than in the Gold Cup at Cheltenham, with fellow Irish raider Corbett's Cross chasing him home. Next up, our next best is Bob Ollinger, going to post in the Aintree Hurdle. Brilliant at Cheltenham, where he is 3 from 3 on Prestbury Park, he didn't quite have to pace to take on State Man in the Irish Champion Hurdle at Leopardstown in February. However, back up in trip to 2.5 miles, Bob Ollinger looks sure to start favourite for Grade 1 glory at Aintree, and should be sharper on this flatter track for the last run at Leopardstown. Home hopes lie with Dan Skelton's Langer Dan, so impressive when taking the Coral Cup for the second time at the Cheltenham Festival, but this is a Grade 1 so needs more, while Nicky Henderson's progressive mare, Lockyer, also finds herself in deeper waters despite receiving plenty of weight. Bob Ollinger to score with fellow Irish raider, Impair A Passe to give him the most bother.